Hey Suomi, this is Sharon from Within Station and you're watching Chaoszine.
Hello there, you're watching Chaoszine and we are in John Smith Rock Festival, Finland. Our guest today is Sharon and Adel.
Hello,
Hi.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, you have had time to stroll around here. And
yes, of course. The first thing was the beautiful sight out of my tour bus, like on the lake and the forest and everything. It's like, oh my God. If I had this view every time, that would be amazing. But yeah.
It's always nice to do interviews in here because all the artists are in a good mood because they're so happy.
Yeah, exactly. I already had a massage. This is in a spa resort. You know, it's like heaven.
It's perfect. This is Meet the Artist, so the thing is, we're going to talk about you and being an artist and stuff. You've done quite a few interviews, I guess.
Yes.
Is there something that comes to your mind that you've never been asked about?
Oh God.
Is there something you think you
should have told that I have never told?
Yes.
Well, you know, for being 30 years already in a band, I think I spoke about most things.
Yeah.
Can't figure out very quickly that there's something that I should be talking about that I haven't talked about.
Yeah, because I was talking to Tarja.
Yes.
And she said that no one has ever asked about her fears.
Oh, her fears. Oh, wow. Got plenty of those, but we all have, I think.
Yeah.
I have a. You want me to know? You want to know
maybe,
my? Is that the question?
Do you have any fears?
Well, I have a fear of the sea and flying.
Oh.
The sea, because as a child, when I was 6 years old, my parents went out with a family in an Indian family that was living in Yemen at the time. Yeah. We were located in Yemen for my father's work. And they left us with older kids and they were watching the whole day Jaws movies. Okay. So, and I was like, I think I was 6 and I saw the whole day Jaws movie. So I never went into the ocean further than my knees because I don't know, it's ridiculous because I saw the movies on an older age, but I still have this fear for maybe a shark in the area or anything else. So I don't go very far into the sea.
Yeah, but also flying.
I hate flying.
As a touring artist.
I know, stupid, huh? And I've lived over the world with my parents, but and also went into any plane, you know, went to Australia, to Indonesia. I lived in Indonesia, which is a long flight at the time, was even longer than nowadays. But at a certain point you realize what you're risking, and it's not like a car that you can get out at any time. Although a car is more risky, I know, but I can't get it into my head. But it's especially long flights. But the short flights are okay-ish.
Okay.
Nowadays. But
shorter time, so smaller.
Yeah, I think what can happen in 2 hours? Well, of course something can happen. So let's this wood, right? 1, 2, 3. Before it crashes, the next flight I have to take tomorrow. So.
Do you have a long flight tomorrow?
No, it's like 2.5 hours, I think.
Okay, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's okay-ish still. Yeah,
it's totally fine.
Yeah.
What is the first band you remember being a fan of?
Oh my God! Well, the Moody Blues. This is a story from the past. I was like 4 years old, and it seems very young, but I have an older brother who's 6 years older, and he was getting pocket money, and we were living in Indonesia, and every weekend he would go with my mom buying records at a record store, and I said, you know, he's getting money. Why am I not getting money? You know, it's like at 4, it doesn't seem quite wise, but with an older brother, so much more older, you learn quickly to ask for things and to say things. And so I said, I would like to have that too. And she said, well, okay, you can, but you can only spend it on music. Okay. So every weekend I went along with them, and they were advising me. So I ended up with Wars of the World, which scared the hell out of me because it was like very dark, very heavy. Nowadays could have been we could have been inspired by that indirectly, you know. Our music is quite dark and orchestral. So, but Olivia Newton-John was one of my first heroes, especially when she was singing like an angel, and I just got into music because of her. So but there was Moody Blues, probably the first band, and ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, also something that could have been an indirect inspiration for Within Station. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Do you still consider yourself being a fan of some bands? Do you have some?
Well, you know, I'm not fan of a band. Actually, I actually never was, but more of certain songs, and it can be reggae to metal. But I do appreciate heavier music, it will connect to me more easy. But I can like anything as long as it's a good song. That's for me the most important thing. I can still go wild on dance music as well, but it just needs to be a good song, something that connects emotionally to me.
Yeah, it can be like a one song. You don't even like to love the whole band, but one song
so that's more my thing, I think.
Yeah. Do you take influence from other musicians or bands in your own music and singing and stuff?
I think we all do. I think we're all inspired by life and also music, and especially new blood, a lot of new bands coming up, having new kind of sounds, like, oh my God, what is that sound that they're using? It's amazing. And then you implement it in your own music, but then in your own way again. So then it becomes a combination of what you are and something new again, and it will be something different again. So I think we all do that. I think that's the way forward, and I hope there will be new blood every time, especially in rock music, because we need that.
It's great.
That would be lovely. So So and I saw your shirt, Sleep Token. Love that too.
They are good. They're very good. What else inspires you right now?
Well, the world mostly, especially with the latest album, of course, being inspired by Ukraine, by Iran, political stuff mostly at the moment, because of the fact that the world's on fire and there's so much craziness happening that we never thought we would see in such a short time after Corona, which was so crazy already. Like nobody had a pandemic before. That was a long time ago as well, and even before our time. And then we have almost like a third world war happening. Maybe not physically, but in internet wise, or it's sabotaging wise. It's happening all around us. So it's like that inspires me, because you see something gradually happening, but never think it will ever happen. You hope it's not happening, but it's interesting times, but also scary times. So
it kind of, because you see it everywhere, it kind of affects you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like whether you want it or not.
Yeah, exactly. And well, we had written songs about the Ukraine. Also, we have been working with Ukrainian organizations that asked us to come over. Last year I played on Atlas Festival, and going over there, we were approached by a company saying, "Hey, would you like to make a documentary about the band?" So, well, I know we're almost 30 years together, and it might be interesting, but not for us. We would like to make a documentary about our trip to Ukraine. So we made a documentary about that, and it's really become a really beautiful and heavy at the same time kind of documentary, but especially about how people are resilient, especially Ukrainian people, and how they pick up their life every time it hits them. And I think if you haven't seen the documentary, it's for free on YouTube to check out. So
I'm going to check it out.
Thank you.
Definitely, because it must be kind of full of emotions and stuff.
Yeah, it is, because we're also talking with a lot of fans, and they tell their personal stories, but also with bands. And the first thing they say is like, when the war started, the full-scale war started in Ukraine in 22, everybody said like, we didn't feel we were allowed to make music, or nobody needs music, so it feels like we're trying to get attention for something that is not relevant anymore. And then they discovered very quickly that is relevant, because music is emotion, and is it gives you so much in different levels, like hope, but also despair, that you can
I can imagine they really need music in Ukraine right now, because
especially
you can actually drown your own emotions too.
Exactly that.
About fans, do you have a lot of these kind of fans that travel with you to all the?
Well, yesterday there's a group of people that will always follow you around everywhere, and this group is actually from Finland.
Oh, nice.
They were there, very nice, yes. And it's a group of 5 people, and there's one English person with them that travels around with them, and they're going to be here today again. It's like, and I heard about a fan yesterday, which I forgot to mention on stage, which I felt was really sad that I didn't say anything about it, but he traveled like 900 kilometers to be at our show, and I think Finland is like 1,000 kilometers long stretch.
Yeah, it's quite a long,
so it's like I was like, oh wow. That's really special. So thank you for coming all that way.
Yeah, they put effort in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get gifts from fans?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's a lot of drawings, a lot of poems, letters, of course, but also get necklaces. People that make stuff. It can be anything, actually.
Do you remember anything like weird or special? Or
well, I got this really beautiful necklace from someone in Japan with Labradorit.
Oh, yeah.
But you also are wearing on your rings. I think that's also the same.
Yeah,
same
it's
stone.
the same kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And she made a moon in the shape of a moon with silver. She made it herself, and a whole necklace with all those stones. And it was beautiful. Put my daughter's name into because her name is Luna, Eva Luna.
Oh my God!
So that was really special. And a weird one was that I got a baby. A doll into a bag, was it like plastic? Yeah. And it was the same weight as my daughter, but my daughter was born with 7 months, and it looked alive. But it was like, and it was kind of. A beautiful thought, but creepy at the same time.
Okay, I
gave it away to our roadie, who her sister works for, with mentally handicapped. I don't know the right English word. Sorry. Yeah. If they get pregnant, they can practice with a baby. So I gave it to her. Yeah, I thought so too, because having it in the house is a bit much, maybe. So sometimes I'll give it to a good cause. I don't throw anything away. And my mom is a very fanatic collector of all my letters and stuff like that. So it's all in books and stuff. So when I am really old, then I can read all extra again, read back. I do read everything, but then something I can read back.
That's
again.
So sweet.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Yeah.
I always think what you do with all that stuff. If you get touring like years and years. And years,
it's so much. She has one floor where there's a lot of stuff. My old dresses. She keeps. It's like, Mom, what are we gonna do with it? Yeah, I don't know, but maybe someday you know what to do with it.
Oh, that's sweet. What's your relationship with touring life?
It's nowadays it's more relaxed, but in the back in the days I found it sometimes a bit hard. Like we were on the road sometimes for 6 weeks, which for some bands it's normal. But when I started a family, I was really like, I don't want to longer than 3 weeks because I need to be at home as well, and otherwise, who's that lady who's cutting the meat on Sunday? Yeah. I don't want to be that person.
Yeah. So how you make that more relaxed? Like you have more home time or
more home time in between. So I go on 3 weeks and then I'm at home 2 weeks and then go on a tour again. It's more expensive, but nowadays it's fine. In the past we couldn't do that, and everybody has families nowadays. Also our crew, so everybody's pretty happy with that. So.
Yeah, so it's like everyone understands that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. What is hardest part of being a musician, an artist?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me think.
I've had some very nice, answers for this. So
there's not much that I don't like about it. Meaning, like I really enjoy what I do, but maybe sometimes there is a certain kind of pressure that you wanna keep fans satisfied in a way, but at the same time you wanna evolve and do new things. And people are always asking, "I would love you to play this song or that song." You're like, "Yeah, grown over that. It's on the album, I know, but not my favorite." That's why it was a B-side track, but everybody wants to hear the B-side track. Maybe that, I don't know. And so we're trying to do our best for our fans, but sometimes we don't always play the set list that they were hoping for.
Then maybe this is easier question. What do you find the best parts of being a musician?
The combination of touring and then going into the studio, because at the end of a tour I'm really fed up with it. It's like I've played those songs, I've done I've been on stage, and you change also a lot when you're on stage. I feel like you forget that there's a normal life and you need to have that base again to be at home, being normal person again, that takes out the trash, that does the normal things that everybody does, to also level again. Because if you're only on touring and you're always on the spotlight, you don't become a nicer person from that. So that's the one thing. And being at home, writing again, I love the creativity part of that. So writing new stuff and discovering new music, watching other bands and getting inspired by them.
So you go to other bands' concerts?
Yeah, of course I do, but not as much as I would like to. But especially on festivals, that's my time to really discover new things. And I heard some nice Finnish bands that I have to look up because I don't even know their names or how to pronounce it. So I have to search for the one that I was like, oh my God, that really sounded really good. And then I'll put it on my Spotify list. Yeah.
It's nice you have time and energy to go see bands at festivals. Yeah. Because many say that they don't really have time or...
No, it depends on how much promotion you have. Today I only have one. Yeah. That's you guys. So I had time to go have a massage. I'm going to have a swim later on, maybe have a sauna. So
yeah, it's a nice one.
Exactly. They have a wooden one. Yeah, with wood. Yes, very nice. So having the full Finnish experience. So yeah.
That's nice. If you could do a collaboration with any band or artist or singer in the world, is there some that you would like to do?
Oh, there's so many. Most of them are dead, actually. Yeah.
This is a common answer, actually.
Yeah. You know, David Bowie, Nirvana, all my heroes. Yeah. But there's still a lot of them alive, but sometimes, they're too busy, and which I can understand as well. And some of them don't even know that I listen to their music, apparently because I like all kinds of music. I'm a big fan of Nothing But Thieves. That would be an amazing thing, but they're into different kind of music, but still, you never know. Yeah. But there's a lot of them out there that but depends on the song. We need to write songs that fit a certain type of voice, and that's the most. That's the most important thing, actually, to go searching for certain people. Yeah,
you just don't do a collaboration for the collaboration.
No, it has to be. Music is the basis for our choices. Yeah.
What is there still to achieve for you professionally or for your band or?
Well, I think we've done it all, more or less, that we ever hoped for, even beyond. And the thing is, I think the most interesting is for us to still write a new album that is inspiring to us, that we're very proud of. And we still have the ridiculous idea that we can still write maybe a better song, hopefully, maybe that we haven't written our best. I think that's you need to think that, otherwise...
it motivates you.
Yeah, it motivates us to go out there and search for that song that we haven't written yet.
Yeah, but that's like a nice, thing, because you have so much, but you can always just I can be better, but I already have a nice
if I haven't tried this before, we're gonna come out with something that people won't expect next time as well, because I know what's coming up. Working very hard on that as well. So still have to write some stuff still, but working on that next year.
You will be working?
Yeah, very much. For a new album directly after the summer, when we've ended the festivals and we had our holiday break. We're full on it. So
so you get to go back home and
We've written already a lot, to be honest, but So
is there going to be a studio time next year?
There's going to be studio time, but don't know yet when we're going to be satisfied enough to release it. Yeah. So, but because we already have a lot, it does give us confidence that
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So we will hear
very soon from us.
Okay, nice. Hey, I hope you have a great time in here.
Yes, I already have. So
it's a beautiful place and nice people and everything. So
totally.
Have a nice time and
thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Kiitos.
Kiitos.